Hello everyone, welcome back to Roads Yet Traveled. We have more to
Yippee!
continue. Yippee!
Mm.
Let's jump right the fuck into it. God, I forgot YouTube hates swearing now. I don't care. Anyway,
That's fine.
yeah,
Mhm.
day 3.
I've seen worse
God real.
on YouTube. I've made my Vocaloid say worse.
God real. But it was so good though. It sounded so fucking good. Everyone who's watching this, please check out Cam's Not Like Us Vocaloid cover. It's fucking peak.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
It's so good. Alright. It's dark, but I'm no longer surprised by that. I'm sure now the days are longer here, and yet I feel like I've slept less. Or maybe just worse. It's probably the stress. At least the food hasn't caused me to act up again yet. As I start to rouse, something across the way catches my eye. Gently creeping over to the wall, I can see Marek still lying on the bench. I still feel kind of bad. All he has is a pillow. That can't be comfy. I decide to just sit at my desk and watch him. His ears twitch in reaction to unknown sounds as one clawed finger drags along the floor. I feel a little silly, but since they've been watching me this whole time, I don't feel too bad. After it feels like another mark, the lights come on in a rather dramatic fashion. I notice the first at the end of the hallway out of the corner of my eye, and then another and another in the process of elimination. Mark twitches and tries to turn over. He rolls a bit too far, however, and his arm flops off the edge, signaling the end. With his weight poorly distributed, he starts rolling off the bench until... thud. Right onto the floor. Fortunately, it looks like his nose didn't get crunched, but that's probably gonna hurt. Or that's still gonna hurt. Startled, he pushes off the floor.
What happened? Who's there?
He shakes his head and rubs his muzzle, propping himself up so he can finally look around. Damn. Poor boy. Look at falling off the
Dude,
bench.
I went through a period
Yeah.
where I was like rolling off my bed all the time.
Fuck.
I don't. I just stopped. It's just like me for real.
Just like you, for real. Yeah, I can relate. I I used to fall off the bed as well when I'd roll around.
Oh, fuck, that hurt.
Still dazed, we make eye contact. I have to bring my hand to my mouth so as to not completely lose it, but it does little to abate my laughter.
You fucker.
Oh man, are you okay? I can't help it. That's one of the dumbest things I've seen since being here, and I'll be damned if it wasn't funny. His expression quickly changes from shock to anger as he tries to rise up to his full intimidating height.
Hey, watch it.
It seems he still hasn't woken up yet as he ends up tripping over himself and falling again. But at least he manages to catch himself before colliding with the ground this time. No way. Are you okay? His face is obscured for just a moment as he stares at the floor until his expression of anger gone. All that's left is a snarling mess. And the mysterious blue glow pierces my being as I step back. His sans undertale eye.
Yeah.
After what feels like a minute of unbroken eye contact, he turns away and stands himself up, taking extra care to not fall again. I can't see his face, but I'm worried any second he'll pull a heel turn and lay into me. The seconds drag on as I stare at his back until I see it gently rise and fall. He turns over his shoulder, his expression inscrutable. A small smirk appears on his muzzle and he gently scoffs. Before dusting himself off and sitting on his bench again, pulling up whatever it is he looks at on his monitor. No, that won't do. I can't leave it at that. I knock on the glass to get his attention. Hey, are you okay? I can see from here he's got a decent scratch on his muzzle, maybe enough to draw blood, but with his dark fur it's hard to tell. I'm sorry for laughing. Are you okay? He sighs again, clearly upset I caught his morning ritual of eating shit and pretending like it didn't happen.
Tucker based.
Yeah, based.
That's based. Swiping away what he was looking at, he stands up again to meet me fully.
What? I haven't even checked my messages or done my morning stretches. What could you possibly want this early in the morning?
This early in the morning? I don't think waking up when the lights come on counts as early, but okay. I gestured to my face and the mirrored locations of where his scratches are to draw his attention to it. Tucker, you can't judge what's early or not. You literally don't know how the time system works here.
Yeah.
My man. Despite laughing at him, I am genuinely a bit worried he's trying to pretend not to be hurt just to intimidate me. He brings a paw up to his lip and wipes away what must be blood, inspecting it between his paw pads.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I'm very unconvinced, but I can't tell him to take care of himself. Not yet, at least. I just make a face and pout, unsure if this has any real meaning to him. Tucker, you bitch. Though I have been surprised by how much we share facial expressions and things like that. I mean, they clearly use their tails and ears too, but they're otherwise unexpectedly easy to communicate with. I find myself once again pondering deeply important ideas at the worst times as Mark continues to stare at me. He takes a deep breath before pitching the bridge of his nose. I may have just upset him again. What he does next surprises me as he takes a knee to get a bit more eye level with me. Still looking a bit ticked off, he takes another deep breath.
I'm fine.
We just stare at each other for a few strange seconds. I know I shouldn't even care, but I do, and I can't help it. If he says he's fine, then fine. That's all I can do. But I know I've been fine in the past as well. Maybe I'll just tell Doc to check up on him later. I just nod at him. Okay. He takes a second before nodding back and returning to his little area. I return to my desk and continue watching him as he begins his morning routine in full this time. He's very alive compared to the other Korean I've met. I wonder if that's due to his breed or another factor.
You can't say that, Tucker.
You can't say that, Tucker. Tucker, you can't say that. White baby, you can't be saying that.
White baby.
Come on, white baby.
Come on, white baby.
Oh, white baby. Like.
Come on, man, you can't be saying that. He's quite flexible too, able to fully stretch out his back and touch his toes. Not that that's a feat that would be particularly unique, I've just never been able to pull it off myself. Actually, I should laugh, I'm in the same boat. I can't imagine Mark is really getting the exercise he would want while being trapped here with me, but it does say something about him that he's trying despite it all. Oop, my bad. Even with the great physique though, I'm unsure if he'd be stronger than Doc given there's a difference in size. Still, he's definitely making the most of what he's got. Dude.
Day 3, Tucker has started simping.
Day 3, Tucker has started simping. My man. He's never heard of furries before, but he is simping like one.
Yeah.
Well, he's the first furry.
He is the first
of course.
furry.
Yeah, of course.
Right. How could I be so blind?
He died for our sins.
He died for our sins. Tucker is furry Jesus.
Of course.
After he finishes his morning stretches, he turns around and takes a seat and notices I've been watching him this whole time.
You gonna watch me when I sleep and work out? Give me a damn break.
Sorry. He's bright. I probably seem like a creep right now. But again, it's only fair. Still, I turn away, my face feeling a little flushed. With nothing better to do until breakfast, I decided to continue writing down some scattered thoughts while I have time today. With my notes rewritten and organized, I've truly run out of things to do. And with limited paper, I don't want to waste any more space just to be safe. Looking over at Marek, it seems that even he is bored as he's laying on his back, slowly scrolling down his monitor. Fortunately, as if to save us from our boredom, the door down the hall opens. Mark dusts himself off as I press myself up against the glass to try and get a better look. Before I have a chance to see who is coming through, Mark gets my attention. He almost looks worried? What's going on?
Stand back.
Is the last thing I hear as the wall comes back down. Hey, wait! I slam my bald fist against the wall to no avail. Isn't it someone coming? Why close the wall so I don't see them? And what did Mark mean? Well, I might as well try to get on his good side. Deciding my bed is far enough back, I stand around waiting. When nothing happens, I'm a bit confused. After 10 minutes or so pass, I gave up and lie in my bed a bit. I was enjoying having the wall down too. Maybe I can find a way to ask Doc about 4.
I forgot. Oh, this is 4's color.
Yeah.
I forget colors. Hold on. I gotta.
We gotta count.
You gotta count.
1, 2, 3.
3, 4.
Alright.
What? What?
Ooh.
Turning to see that my wish somehow came true, I am a bit confused when I see Doc and the Chief. I offer a friendly wave, to which only Marrow half-heartedly replies. Good morning, Tyr. Marrow.
Hello, Tucker. Always endearing hearing your one-sided attempts at communication.
That felt a bit rude. Wasn't expecting that from him. Mark, we're not Tyr. Damn, bitch.
I have simply stopped by to report that the neural algorithm should be complete sometime tomorrow. Sorry for the delay, but configuring a neural to interpret language through conversation alone is not particularly easy.
I can't believe he's apologizing for a slight delay when he's had to translate a whole alien language. Or at least I think that's what he's done. I guess I'll find out tomorrow. Thanks, Tyr.
Now, I must also say that you being here has... how do I put this?
He takes a moment to think before conferring something with Merowyn.
Your presence here is, unfortunately, putting unexpected stress on the function of this station. Word of you is still not particularly widespread, but where it has spread, it has done nothing but slow down work and agitate the crew.
Well, that's not his fault.
Yeah.
It is due to the goodwill of the captain that you have not been placed in a more strict setting.
Okay.
She is, surprisingly, willing to put her faith in you.
Damn.
Okay.
Tyr kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
God. Literally not even his fault that he's here, but okay, man.
That is not something she does lightly, so be on your best behavior. Please.
Thanks? I have no idea what that means, so I guess my presence here might be more of an issue than I previously thought. I mean, I am an alien, but everyone I've met so far has taken it really well. Surprisingly well, actually.
I'm sorry for that rather grim message, but the captain has made it very clear the mission of this station takes priority.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Mara decides to pipe in as Tyr heads for the door. Thanks, Mara.
Mark will be back in a mark or two. He has a meeting he has to attend, and we must be on our way as well. I do wish you the best, really.
Mara stays behind for a minute and turns to me, meeting me with solemn, almost worried eyes. The captain does mean well, truly, but she has to look out for everyone here, not just you. And when she will look out for you if she can. If she can't, I will. I promise. And with that, he turns to catch up to Tyr. Sir, please wait up. He leaves before I can even utter, thank you. Seems like there's a lot going on beyond these walls. So much so that I might not even be the most important thing here. But I can't worry about that now. Seems like tomorrow a lot of things will be cleared up. But I'm hopeful nonetheless. It is awfully lonely without anyone here though, and with nothing to do. Nothing to do besides make outlandish theories about what's going on out there. I mean, I'm an alien. What could be cooler than that? I'll just wait and see. Tomorrow can't come soon enough. After almost falling asleep for the second time, I'm startled awake by the sound of the door opening. Finally, I guess Mark finished whatever meeting he was in. Hello, Mark. Oh, that's not Mark.
Hi there, Bud. Remember me? Rune? We met yesterday. Kinda.
Bud is really funny. Like, hey,
It's a really good.
hey, Bud.
It's a good bit.
Bud?
Bud.
Hey, Bud. Smiling and stifling a small laugh, I reply, "Yes, Rune, I remember you. How are you doing today?" He gives me a small smile before looking around. I realize he's brought me some food today. I wonder if they're coordinating who has time to bring me my meals. I hope he knows about my allergies.
I thought Lieutenant Merrick would be here to open the door. I don't really know how to get in to give you your food.
Looks around the corner closest to the wall and spots something.
Hold on, I think I can fix this.
He puts the tray down and walks out of the sight a bit, messing with something on the wall. I can't see what he's doing, but I can see a faint blue light emanating from over there. After hearing what can only be described as a power tool of some kind, I'm very curious to see what's going on. And lean as far as I can on the window, try to get a closer look, and... thud. The wall falls away, and me along with it. Oop, sorry. Ugh. I collide with the floor with a resounding thud. Ow, damn it! Warn me next time, please.
Oh, wow, I can hear you much better. Did it work?
Rune sticks his head around the corner, and I can see his smile fall away in an instant. What's wrong? It's not my fault I fell outside my cell. Oh, I'm outside of my cell. This is certainly awkward.
Hey, please, please get back inside your, oh dear,
The poor guy looks petrified. I think he might be shaking a bit too. Oh, still, I'm of two minds right now. Part of me is saying, of course I'll get back in the cell. Tomorrow we'll be able to talk and it will all be okay. But there's another part of me, a small, deeply scared and profoundly human part that is only saying one thing. Run. Sorry, Rune. I didn't mean to scare you. I take my food and walk back inside.
Thank you.
He tries to lean against the wall he took down, but manages to catch himself before he falls.
What? Why did that? Oh, no. Wait.
He walks up and down the length of my cell, grasping at the air to try to find the wall that isn't there.
Oh my. Let me see if I can fix this. I should have access now.
He pulls up his monitor from his arm, a feat that may never not impress me, and flicks through a few screens. That was something. Rune seems a little stunned himself. I guess it might be beyond his purview. He continues to fiddle around while I enjoy lunch. I notice there's also one of those wrapped burgers on the tray. I better not touch it to be safe. After a few good minutes, he seems to have better control of the wall, going so far as to even repair the box he opened to get access to it. I can see he's also looking around for something.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have seen a small wrapped parcel anywhere, would you?
Laughing a bit, I walk over to the wall and hold up his lunch.
Oh, thanks. I must have misplaced it. Again.
He reaches to grab it and once again finds himself bumping into an invisible force.
Oh, right. Not used to all these security measures. Sorry, let me just...
He fiddles with his arm and briefly opens the door until lunch is in his hand. Actually, I noticed all of the wall was gone again, but I try not to point it out. I guess he's still getting the hang of the interface. After looking around the room, it seems he decided the best place to sit was the floor, so he just takes a seat. I collect my tray and move over to sit next to him. He looks up shyly and offers a small, nervous grin.
Hey there, bud. I hope I got what you wanted. Dr. Merowin said I had to be really specific as to make sure not to make you sick. I hope I did it right.
It all looks good to me, bud. Without breaking eye contact, he takes a bite of his burger. It seems the bun is a dense, crumbly material, and the meat has some hints of oil coming out of it. Definitely not like something you'd find back home. Noticing me staring at his lunch, he pipes up.
You have something like this? I mean, where you're from.
Seems like a burger, albeit with some liberties taken, so I gesture kind of the best I can. I think he gets what I mean. You know, the shake your hand, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be like a universal symbol, even to like alien dogs. Even to alien furry dogs.
They're not too hard to make. Well, I don't know how to make the buns. But the cooking I can do. I don't know if you, know what that is. Wait, of course you do. Although, I normally only really make, like, toast.
They'd get along a lot better than he thinks.
Sorry, do you have any other foods back home? Like, not like this.
I nod. Yeah, we have plenty of different kinds of foods. Lots of cultures and such. He just nods in response, clearly not understanding what I'm saying, but still being polite nonetheless. I can't understand this guy at all. Not that I'm complaining, as he's been nothing but kind so far. When I stare into his eyes, I can't tell what's going on up there at all. Fidgeting, he continues to slowly eating his lunch and checking his monitor for any new messages, stopping on one in particular. He starts reading it before noticing my intense stare.
Oh, sorry, I was just... This might actually be for you too. Dr. Seno messaged me. Well, he messaged me about a broken light, but he also said that the, thing that the professor is working on should be done soon. Well, that all seems good. Except that light, I should probably fix that. I've never used one, so I hope it works. But I trust the chief, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I hope it doesn't take too long. I need to get back to Milo about those pipes in the physics department, and...
He continues to mumble to himself about work for a while as I finish up my lunch. After a while, his eyes pop up and meet mine. He looks a bit shocked to realize he's been zoning out. I've been there before.
Oh, sorry. What were we talking about? I need to schedule things better. But, it's nice being here where it's just... quiet. Well, I mean, you understand.
I don't, but he continues.
I often find myself too busy to really, get out and enjoy the facilities around here. Although, I can confidently say I've been to all of them, if only to fix something sometime or another. Always a light out or a door not working. It's nice to see the others enjoying them, though.
Maybe you can take me to some of them. Anything is more interesting than being stuck here.
Yeah.
There's no way he understood me, but that was a verbal agreement, and I'm holding him to it. He'll just have to learn about that later, though. Very good.
Sorry, I know I'm supposed to just talk and stuff, but I feel bad just talking at you. I hope I'm not boring you.
No, it's fine, really. This is one of the longest conversations I've had in a while.
Well, let's see. What else is there?
There's literally a whole system for me to learn about. I'm sure whatever he brings up will be interestingly enough.
Oh, do you have...
The door down the hall opens, and I hear measured steps approaching. Regan begins to look at me, and turns to look, and his smile wavers.
Hello, Lieutenant Merrick.
Mark stops in front of the cell and throws a glare our way. His eyes take in every last aspect of our meeting. Whether the team deems it acceptable or not, I couldn't tell. He simply scoffs, rolls his eyes, and walks to his bench. Not even a hello wasted on us. Rune looks really out of it. I can't blame him, really. I gently tap on the glass. Our eyes meet and he offers me a small but fleeting smile.
So, what was I saying? Do you have, games at home?
Games?
Like, with pieces, and you usually play them with friends?
Oh, like board games. Yeah, I love board games. Video games are fine too. You can't understand me at all right now. I can say anything. How soft are you? Who's the captain? Why is Mark such an ass? Shit, wait. I realized my fault a bit too late as well. They can't understand me. They can probably recognize when I say their names. I do. I fucking love him just being like, you can't understand me. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Taking a careful glance in his direction, I notice he's just barely peeking over his monitor screen at me. I need to remember to be more careful about what I say.
Maybe you can draw it for me? Sorry, I
Can't understand me. I get it. Doing my best to remember what a Catan board looks like, end up drawing an angry honeycomb.
Not Catan, Jesus fuck.
Evil. Dude, of
That's
course Tucker plays
dark.
Catan.
A fucking course.
Of course the first board game he thinks of is Settlers of Catan.
Dude, I suck ass at Catan.
I've never played Catan
Same.
in my life. I've never played it in
Really?
my life. Genuine. Yeah.
We should play
It's bad.
it. We can.
It's evil.
No, we can play it for your channel. Tune
Wow.
in next time, guys, and we're.
Tune in next time
Dude,
for Settlers of Catan. Oh,
Rune seems to just.
We have a tabletop simulator.
we do, yeah.
Oh yeah, I still need to get Tabletop Simulator. I've never actually downloaded it. I just like.
You don't need it. Only one person
Yeah.
needs it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah. Rune seems just as confused, unable to understand my crude pictographs.
You like, shapes?
How do you feel about shapes?
I love shapes, personally.
So, shapes, huh?
Shapes are so amazingly fire.
Yeah. Amen. Are those, supposed to be...
It looks like a game board.
I almost dropped the board as I flinched backwards. Mark had silently walked over to the window without either of us noticing. Rune seems to have almost fallen over, catching himself with his prosthetic.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
Rune averts his gaze to the floor and stays quiet while Mark looms overhead. A terrible silence permeates the room.
Jeez.
Yeah.
These guys cannot be in a room together.
These guys
Yeah.
cannot be in a room together. Yes.
At the same time, I need them in a room just alone. I want to know what the fuck happened in their past.
Real.
Like, I need to know.
God, yeah, that's so fucking real. Yes, it's a game board, Mark. Can you stop scaring Rune now?
I'll assume you were agreeing with me. Don't know how you're gonna play games by yourself, though. Sounds pretty lonely if you ask me.
I didn't. Tucker, your witty comebacks are wasted. He cannot understand you.
Yeah, I'd play.
What was that?
Nothing. Just, I'd play a game with them. If they wanted.
Fuck you and your games, Rune.
Yeah.
Sure. And who's gonna let you into their cell?
I guess you would?
No. No, I would not.
Really fucking good.
Maybe when he gets out of his cell then?
If, not when.
If? What does he mean? Rune looks away and mumbles something.
Did you say something? Uh-huh.
The painful silence creeps back into the room. I'm unsure if it's a reprieve from that point in conversation or a herald of things to come. Eventually, though, as if bored with the conversation, Mark rolls his eyes and walks over a few paces to lean against the wall. I pout angrily, but either he doesn't see me or doesn't care. Eventually, Rune perks up and looks back at me.
Oh, I don't have much time for games, but I'm sure it'd be nice to play with you.
He's pretty skittish all of a sudden. I don't know what bad blood these two have, but it's starting to piss me off. Rune seems to see something I don't, then pulls up his monitor and starts to flip through some screens. Feeling a bit left out, I decide to speak up. Ahem. Fortunately, only Rune acknowledges me.
Sorry, I got a notification from one of my crew. One of my one of my friends is wondering where I am. I forgot to message I would be busy again today.
He types a short message to his friend and chuckles to himself.
They're a good group of workers, but sometimes they can get a bit lost. Just last week, I had to help Milo out of a vent. Sometimes this place feels like a maze, even to me. I also need to message Cass about working late tonight to fix those lights in Dr. Seno's office. I'm sure they won't mind.
I wonder how big his team is. I hope I get to meet them.
Rune, how did Tucker get their food delivered to them?
What do you mean? I gave it to them.
How? Let me explain this so even you can understand it. The cell door was closed when I left. Doc surely didn't leave it open. So how did you open it?
I have Kieran?
No, you don't. Don't make me check the cameras.
Well, I opened the control panel and gave myself clearance. Dr. Seno told me to, bring lunch for him. And when you weren't here, I got worried, so I just thought it made sense, though they didn't get hungry.
Let me make sure I understand this. You came in here without a warden, took immediate action to open the cell door while the prisoner was inside, and endangered yourself and the rest of the crew by making contact with said prisoner.
No. No. I just opened the door to give them lunch, is all. They were only out of their cell for a few ticks.
They were... What? Don't make me look it up, damn it. What happened?
I just wanted to help them, is all, Merrick.
I stand up to try and get between them the best I can, which isn't much as I'm still trapped behind 4 inches of glass. Mark looks furious, but more so than anything, he just looks tired. The anger is quickly replaced with apathy as he brings himself in.
I'm reporting this to Chief Seno. Get out before I throw you in one of these cells myself.
Rune is breathing heavily, eyes blurry and defocused. He manages to pull himself up and head for the door.
Go directly to medical, get decontaminated and checked up, damn it. Just what I needed, more fucking reports to file. Dude, it's too real.
God, yeah.
Real.
Too real.
It's
Too real.
I hear a sheepish,
Yes, sir.
which is cut off by the door closing. Furiously, I glare at Merrick. It doesn't take long for him to turn to me, finally acknowledging I exist.
What? What could you possibly want?
I throw my salad bowl at him. It harmlessly bounces off the wall. He doesn't seem impressed.
Don't you start with me. I cannot be bothered today. Throw your damn tantrum if you want. I just had to go delegate new schedules for my entire team with extended marks because I'll be busy pup-sitting you for the foreseeable future. I have to make sure that fool doesn't contract some alien virus and infect the whole station. And I haven't even been able to sleep in my own damn quarters for almost a week because of this mess.
As if that's an excuse to act like a jackass. At least apologize to him. He is close to the glass, and I try to back up or show any fear. A low rumbling comes from his throat as the very edges of his canines peek out from his thin lips. Up this close, all those teeth look deathly sharp. A show of intimidation is meant as I take another step forward. I may be dwarfed by him, but I know I cannot show fear. His eyes flip back and smiles. His eyes flip back and forth, trying to find if his tactics have found purchase. As they have not, he scowls and backs off. Pulling up his monitor, he flips through a few screens. We lock gazes one last time as his finger hovers over an invisible button. Unsure of what he's threatening, I remain unfazed. After a few painful seconds, he just swipes the screen away and goes to sit on the bench just out of sight. Tense as fuck.
Yep.
I was yipping out, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. It's very
That was
good.
fucking awesome.
It was
When
awesome.
the
as
dog
fuck.
is mad.
When the dog is
Yeah.
mad. Trying to pass the time is becoming increasingly harder. I can only reread the same book so many times, and halfway through this third attempt, I resign myself to my wandering thoughts. They're not exactly wandering, though. Mark's attitude just isn't sitting right with me. How can he be so crass to the other members of the station? If he tried that with Doc or Tyr, I'm sure he'd get in trouble. And what did he mean when he said if I'm let out of my cell? But they'll let me out once they know I'm not a danger to the crew. Right? Ugh. Mark gives me a curious side-eye before going back to whatever it is he does out there. I should probably do the same, worrying about everything that isn't doing me any good. I don't know how much time passes, but heavy plodding footsteps draw my attention away from my futile ruminations. Hello, Mark, Tucker. I hope you're both getting along. The murmured grumblings from both sides give Doc a good idea of how things are going. He doesn't look particularly surprised. In fact, he looks fairly tired himself. I can't stay long tonight, sorry, but I can stay with you while you eat if you'd like. Oh. Well, of course, Miro. Mark walks up to the wall and keeps an eye on us.
So, Doc, you got any news on the next few days for me? I feel like I'm being kept in the dark here. What's up?
It's been complicated trying to manage everything. Especially since Professor Senna is busy trying to catch a wagging tail with all the data he has.
That bad, huh? Anything you can tell me, or...?
Officially, no. But since I'm exhausted and need to complain about it to someone, it seems like it might all be wrong.
Wrong? How can data be wrong, Doc?
I don't know, I'm not that good with quantum physics. I just know there's been a lot of cursing coming from his office.
Be sure not to bother him. Well, not more than I have to.
Yes, I heard about what happened.
You read my report?
I always read your reports, Mark, as well as Director Tyrion's. It's my job. Although in truth, I didn't have to read anything, as he showed up in my lab not but a few marks ago. Watching the security footage, I feel you both admitted a decent amount.
I still think Chief should see it.
You will do no such thing, Mark. The Chief is overwhelmed as this right now. I know you have... It takes an exceptionally long pause between words as if trying to avoid a verbal landmine. It's very clear now that Mark might just have it out for Rune. history with Director Tyrion. But it's something you are going to have to get over, or at least deal with while we work together to take care of Tucker. I know it's hard to move past what happened, but if you need help, you can always just message...
Fine. I'm fine. I get it. I'm sorry, Doc. I won't bother the chief.
Half-lidded eyes inspect Mark with machine accuracy. Merwin looks unconvinced, but he's also clearly exhausted. I'll hold you to it. He's fine, by the way. Director Tyrion was discharged with no issues. Oh, that's good to hear. He looked pretty rough earlier. Mark, on the other hand, almost looks sad. I can't imagine why, though. Oh, Tucker, I wanted to mention that I did try, but I couldn't get anything done about the temperature. Turns out I have to change the temperature on the whole floor, and for that I had to give out a valid reason. And I can't really do that without disclosing, well, you. In the meantime, though, I thought this might help. Marin pulls a small parcel out of his bag and hands it to me. You wouldn't believe how hard it was to find this, so I do hope it fits. Thanks. The parcel doesn't seem very large, but it is soft. After opening it, I'm happily surprised to find a new shirt. The material feels soft and decently stretchy, and has some symbols on it that I haven't seen before. I didn't know we even had shirts this small in the station. Technically, it's a kid size. Really?
No way, really? Where do we even find something that small, Doc?
Lost and found. I think it was leftover from some tour. I mean, look what it says on the front. Mero gently turns it so that Mero can see the front of my new shirt. Upon reading it, he almost falls over laughing.
Doc, no, that is too funny. You can't do that. Ha!
I'm terrified this is something really embarrassing, so I turn to Mero, who's already caught on. He scratches the back of his head and lets out a small laugh. It's nothing bad, I promise. Just, do you have interns where you come from?
Really good.
Doc seems relieved that we can all have a decent laugh about it. Tucker wearing a kid's shirt that says, like, intern on it is really fucking funny.
Really good. It's really good.
I quickly try it on as Mark leans on the glass and asks.
So, anyways, is there any other news? Like this algorithm thing? It's gonna work, yeah?
Once again, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. You can ask the professor tomorrow if you're really worried.
Worried? Nah, just curious, I guess.
Right. Well, I think I need to get going. Good night, Tucker. Good night, Mark. Get some rest. I'll message you in the morning when everything is ready.
Huh. Get some rest, Doc.
Huh, no promises. The door closes and I'm left alone. With a comfy new shirt. The typo there is fucking me up.
Okay?
Yeah.
A new comfy new shirt.
A new comfy new shirt.
A new comfy new shirt, you know?
Yeah. At least, so I won't complain. This, however, doesn't change the fact that I desperately need a shower. I feel wretched.
It's goblining.
He's goblining. I'm excited for tomorrow, but I barely have time to process what it really means. Will I be able to talk to someone? I doubt I'll be able to hold any kind of conversation, but still, it's unbelievable. I shouldn't get too worked up over it, though. I have a bad tendency of staying up late when I'm excited and then being exhausted the next day. Like when I had my first day at college. Oh. Yeah, I did do that then, huh? I rubbed my eyes to get rid of the water accumulating there. I was so excited to try and start something new. The water keeps coming. My first day at my first college. The tears keep coming, my breath's quickening until he bursts down one labored sob, my whole body shuddering violently. It's all gone, in a heartbeat. Who cares how my life was going? It was mine. I could control it, and now this? I throw myself into the bed, punching at the flimsy, useless mattress. It looks makes me cry more as I claw at my hair. I know it wasn't much and I was struggling, but it was certain. It was real. This all feels like a joke. Where am I? How did I even get here? Will I ever be able to see my friends, my family? I scream until my voice is hoarse. I jumbled mess of footsteps and the sound of the door opening pierces the veil of my anguish, but I don't care. I just want to hear their voices. I don't want to forget them. A gentle paw on my shoulder draws my innermost ire. My bloodshot eyes burn as I strain to see what is beyond my veil of unfettered anger. As if shattered like glass, my fury dissipates as I see the face of Merowyn. There's a mask of horror upon his weathered muzzle, and I break down again. Where am I, Marrow? I cry out, surrendering to grief and anger and sorrow as I flop forward, the tears continuing to fall. He gently pulls my arms away. I snarl and struggle, but he remains. He pulls me into a warm embrace, and I don't want it. A paw pats my back, a horrid rhythm. He smells sickeningly sterile, his uniform rough and grating. I hate it all. I hate it all. Just let me go. Let me go. And yet, I haven't felt more at home in days. Marrow, Shh. He pulls me tighter, my life form enveloped by his warm mass. I stop squirming, just panic shaking racks me now. Please calm down. Is something wrong? I know this is hard. I know you are struggling. I will try. I will make it easier for you. Tomorrow. We're so close. My hands tear at his arms in vain resistance, or for reassurance. Small ticks surge through me as I twitch this way and that. Throughout it all, I cannot break free. My eyes close, exhausted and tired of the inside of the cell. Eventually, I drift off to the sound of my own heart, for I do not hear his. Day 4! I think we'll end that episode there, with a really
Real.
good and normal
Real.
ending.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn.
So,
Normal.
normal!
I think very rarely in an isekai story does the protagonist actually like register that they're in an isekai.
Yeah.
So that was a very nice little treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I also
was.
really like that, like, Vera's hug is not really comforting. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
not working, and I appreciate that. Like,
Well,
Mhm.
I would have appreciated it.
No, same.
real as fuck. Real as fuck. Alright, we'll stop this episode here and see you all next time for the next episode of Roads Yet Traveled.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.